This coverage is brought to you in association with Fraser James Partnership, where money matters.
It's going to be George Graham to get this ball in as the crowds touch, pause, engage and all that malarkey that they do in this day and age. Ball comes in then from George Graham's going to be picked up at the base by Tom Weir, breaks it out to George Graham. George Graham then feeds it inside to Gavin Young. Good take from Gavin Young, taken on now by Palafoy. The Gala skipper played just outside the Jedforest 22. Gala nil, Jedforest nil, and already a penalty coming Gala's way, and Gala certainly looking up for this one. I thought, what a charge first of all from George Graham. Great take by Gav Young, and then the Gala skipper Palafoy taking that ball on. So this is a simple through the laces here for the Gala fly half with barely 2 minutes on the clock here at Netherdale. So here comes the strike from McLean. That looks good. Is it over? Yes, it is. Assistant referees' flags go up, and first blood to Gala in this RBS clash. It's Gala 3, Jedforest nil. Just the start Gala wanted. Here comes Andy McLean, the Jed fly half, with a chance to level this up here. This should be through the laces. Yep, looks good from here. That's over. Assistant referees' flags go up, and it's all square at Netherdale. It's Gala 3, Jedforest 3, picked up though by Gav Young. Young then feeds it out to Sean Law. Now this boy's got a bit of gas. Oh, and he's gone round David Gobby. David Gobby chasing back. He does well. David Gobby just managed to grab him by the shorts, but Gala recycle quickly. Andy McLean then feeds it into the forwards. Good break now, and that's taken on well by Chris Hall. Took it on the Gala centre, taken on by McLean. McLean then out to Palafoy. Could be a chance here as Craig Borthwick now takes it on, but yeah, they're going to bring it back. In fact,
offside. Where was the advantage there, referee?
I think the advantage was it was a forward pass, so they're going to bring it back for the initial offside.
Yeah, the referee's indicating that it had gone forward. They had a 3-on-1 there. Gala had a 3-on-1, and the referee spotted that it was a forward pass, so he's brought it back for the penalty to Gala right in front of the sticks.
So Andy McLean of Gala wearing that number 10 jersey in place of Lee Miller this afternoon on the 22. Simple strike, not even much weight behind the kick, and yet glides that one right between the uprights. Gala 6, Jedforest 3. Russell Anderson gets it in for Gala. Good take by Chris Weir. Out to George Graham, out to Andy McLean. McLean then into Craig Robertson. Right through the middle here. Craig Robertson, he's going right round his man. He needs a support. He's got it now from Gavin Young. Gavin Young cuts inside. Can he offload? No, Jed hand just gets there right on the try line. But now have they managed to get the turnover here, Gala, because the ball had spilled, and I think Gala had got their hands on it, but they're going to bring it back for a scrum. And Jed, well, Gala thought they were going to go in, but a Jed hand just got in there in the nick of time.
Jed hand carried it over. That's why we're getting a scrum 5 here at Gala.
5 metres from the Jed try line. They're just absolutely knocking Jed back in that scrum. The pick up from Tom Weir, and yeah, simple straight rugby from Gala, and it's at the back. In fact, it's Chris Weir that gets the try, and just a sheer shove from that Gala pack knocked Jed backwards in the scrum, and it's Chris Weir that picks the ball up and then plumps over the line. Easy try from the Gala number 4. So it's Gala 11, Jedforest 3. 40 minutes gone in the first half,
and the kick there is successful as well from Andy McLean, so that takes the score now to Gala 13. It'll be Jed 3.
Yeah, good conversion from Andy McLean. So Scott Rayburn, I think in situations like this, don't try the fancy tail stuff.
No, just
hit the front,
just to the front, and he's going long.
Yeah, it's going long, and it's stolen. Yeah, that's always the worst move to do, is Gala steal it then 5 metres from the Jedforest try line. It was stolen by Chris Weir. Here come the Jed pack now, the Gala pack. It's Palafoy just driving it on, and slow ball coming back from Gala 5 metres from the Jedforest try line. George Graham then feeds it back into Ewan McCollum, the prop, and he's driving. His legs are pumping away. He's 2 metres short now. Gala really banging at the door here. George Graham has a look up. Where's he going to go? He tries to sidestep. Good tackle though from Andrew Nagel. He stopped them about a metre short of that try line. Quick ball again here, Gala. They're looking at the options. The pick and drive from the forwards. Have they got over that line? No, they're practically on the padding on the posts, and Gala still pounding away here at at Netherdale. Gala 13, Jedforest 3. The ball's coming back. What's the referee going to give? I think, in fact, has he given the try? I think he has, you know.
I think he has. It must have touched the post, I think.
Yeah, I think who's the one? And it looks like
Russell Anderson, I think.
It's Russell Anderson, the hooker. So the try has been awarded. So Andy McLean then, he launches that one. Yeah, no problem there. Splits the kindling, and that now makes it Gala 20, Jedforest 3, and Gala now starting to dominate this match a bit now. I tell you, Chris Weir certainly will be the target man in this throne. Andrew Nagle going up against him in the Jed ranks, but it's gone the tail. It's Tom Weir that takes it out to George Graham, out to McLean then to Chris Auld, then out to Craig Robertson. Robertson cuts inside the winger. Andy McLean gets over the gain line just inside the Jedforest half. Ball's picked up by George Graham, comes out then to Marshall to Palapoy, and it's taken out by Sean Law then on the far side trying to go down David Gubby. He's skinned him, and he's in the far right corner. What a burst from Sean Law. He just showed a good clean pair of heels. David Gubby thought he'd had him. He turned the burners on, and he had millimetres to work on that far side touch, and he absolutely scorched it. Gala have gone in for their third try. Gala 25, Jedforest 3. But it bounces back kindly in Gala's side, and it's George Graham that's made a break, and he's clean through the Gala scrum half right up to the 22. Has he got the legs? He's trying to offload there, but then he lost the ball as he was trying to make the pass, as Chris Auld was tracking up trying to help him out there. But what a burst and break from George Graham. The Gala scrum half right into the Jedforest half, and had he managed to hold on to that ball and offload, Chris Auld could have been in for a try. Gala have it, the ball now with Craig Borthwick just charging down the field. Can he offload? I think has it gone forward? No, says the referee. That was fine as the ball now still inside the Gala half. Gala on the attack now, taken on by Sean Law. This boy can pen, but here comes David Gubby. Great tackle from the Jed winger, but then Sean Law gets back up. He's worked his way now up to the Jedforest 22. Gala need quick ball. They're on the stand side. Young out to George Graham, out to Palapoy, but they'll bring it back for the knock-on. I'll tell you what a tackle though from David Gubby. He allows Sean Law to go on the outside, but then he just clawed him back, and he just clawed away at him, which resulted in Sean Law tripping up. However, Law did get quickly back up on his feet, and it's going to be George Graham to get the ball in. It comes in, good shove now from the Gala park, picked up at the base by David Marshall. Marshall feeds into George Graham, and George Graham splits right down the middle, and he goes in for Gala's fourth and crucial try. That now makes it Gala 30, Jedforest 3. 11 minutes gone in the second half, and as it stands, Gala are going to get that all-important bonus point vital win here as Andy McLean converts that George Graham try. That now makes it Gala 32, Jedforest 3. 12 minutes gone in the second half. Craig Robertson at scrum half now for Gala, and a penalty coming Gala's way very straight away as the ball's taken on quickly by Stevie Cairns. Comes out then to Chris Auld, taken on now by Craig Dodge, who's just on the field of play, and he's given the ball out to the far side to Gavin Young. Young then inside pass. It could be a try here for Borthwick. Oh, he looked up. If he had penned his lugs back, he could have been in, but he thought he was going for the glory there. I thought in fact he was going to pass, but have they got a try though? I think they have got the try. The second time of asking, just seeing who in fact has got that try, and it looks like it's Craig Robertson that's got the try. They're 5 metres short of this Jed try line. Good take then from Chris Weir. The Gala pack now in behind him, trying to drive it on there. The pick and drive. Ball comes out to Anderson, and Anderson goes in the right hand corner, and the hooker goes in for his second of the afternoon. Gala's sixth try in this match. That now makes it Gala, just now trying to do my maths here, Gala 42, it's Jedforest 3. They're on their own 22 at the moment. Gala, they've now got the drive on. They're driving through, breaking from their 22 and still keeping it tight. The ball out to Palapoy, taken on by Craig Robertson. Robertson, great offload to Andy McLean. Great ball now by Gavin Young. Young, can he offload here? Great tackle had come in there from James Hogg. He really took him to ground on that Jedforest 22, and he had to, because Gala were going in for yet another try. Ball's there. Gavin Young trying to get this ball back. Craig Robertson burrowing in for that ball. Which position are they going to go? Gala all kind of funneling down the right hand side. Comes into Andy McLean, or two players going for the same ball there, and in fact the ball just bundling into touch. Palapoy and Anderson both going for the same ball there, and it's going to be a scrum down. In fact, it's come off a Jed player anyway, and it's going to be a scrum down. It's going to be a Gala ball. Here we go then, the drive on from Gala. David Marshall playing well now at number 8. He's keeping it tight to his speed. All he has to do is pick this ball up and dive over the line. Can he do it? No. Ball comes out to Robertson. Does he get over the try line? Will the referee give it? Yes, he does. And Craig Robertson gets his second try of this match. 7th try now for Gala. It's Gala 47, Jedforest 3. So it's Andy McLean with the converse attempt. Looks good from here. Yep, no problems with that one from Andy McLean. And Gala now just a point short of the half turn. It's Gala 49, Jedforest 3. Play it on, here comes Palapoy for Gala, out to McLean, McLean to Marshall, lovely handling here from Gala on the halfway line. Eamon now, out to Craig, Dodds in, he's got a 2-on-1 here, if he can get it out. What a tackle though, a tap tackle from Ewan Scott. He came from nowhere, but Gala still on the attack as Gary Graham tries to take that ball on. Robertson then takes the ball on, and Robertson's going to go in for a hat-trick of tries, all from a great phase of play, and it's now Gala 54, Jedforest 3. You can't keep up with the pace of this match, and really great break there from Gala, but I'll tell you what, tackle of the day, Mr. Ewan Scott, the Jed centre. Stand up and take a bow, son.
Yeah, absolutely, and very, very worthy of standing up and taking a bow. Just unfortunate though, it came back on the Gala side.
Right in front of the post here. Andy McLean converts that try from Craig Robertson. Gala 56, Jedforest 3, and it's a Jed Park again. Greg Nagle, has he got over that score line? No, he hasn't. He stopped short in his tracks. Jedforest trying to do something that teams have not done for quite a number of games, is get a try against Gala. They're just pounding away here in the far right corner, attacking the Sykes end, and it's still the ball with Jedforest. Can they get this try? Picked up then by Cook. Oh, he could be over. I think he's over, and yet they have got the try, and it looks like it's either Neil Cook or Paul Hill. It's one or the other, but nonetheless it's 5 points on the board for Jedforest, so they have got the try. Looks like in fact it is Neil Cook, the Jed skipper, that's got the try. Andy McLean then, the Jed fly half with this conversion attempt. Yep, looks good, and it's over from the Southern Hemisphere player, so that now makes it Gala 56, Jedforest 10. The referee in fact has called for full time here at Netherdale. Gala then running in 8 tries here, 56 points to 10. I'm sure they will be happy with that performance this afternoon.
Obviously disappointed to let them in at the end there for a try, where we've been working pretty hard on our defence, pretty positive defence all season, so it's a good win and it's a good platform to set us forward for next week.
They're the best team we've played against this year. I think it proves it on the ladder there, top of the Scottish League. Good blokes as well, so I wish them all the best.
Yeah, very, very pleased. I think the scoreline reflected how good we played today, and I thought a lot of things that we tried came off. We just showed a lot more hunger at the breakdown, and our defence was really, really good again. But very disappointed, to be fair, if we conceded that try.
Yeah, it was 7.5 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was near enough 7.5 hours of rugby, or 7 hours, whatever it was. But you know, records are there to be broken, and I'm still really, really pleased with defence. That I don't think they had any line breaks today, other than they got that pick and drive try. But very pleased. A lot of good performances today. I thought David Marshall played very well today again. I thought Craig Robertson, I thought Gavin Young at fullback played very well. Young George Graham played well as well. Scrum half made a lot of good breaks.
We're a Division 2 team that will be playing in this next competition, so I think we're really focusing for that. We're using these games to blood some new players, blood some younger players that are going to get used to playing a better standard of rugby, and that can only be good for us. So hopefully we've learned a lot from this, playing against the top teams, and we can take that into our next competition.
Big game, of course, against Melrose, looking for revenge on Boxing Day.
Yeah, it's a huge game. It's George has just said that just now in the changing room. Says I know it's a big week, Christmas coming in, and told us he wants us to train Christmas Eve. Yeah, and just it's a huge game. It's huge for us. It's what the season's coming down to eventually. We just want to get out there next week and play them.